Thank you, President Nadia. So, World Women Leading Change is a big platform for all the women from all this world. We want to make a change, and we start from little things that makes us happy and help us to share love and happiness to all our people. So, I would like to first of all greet our presidents, President Princess Dineo, Debbie Dineo Raputi. Would you like to maybe say some words of encouragement and greet our people?
Yes, President Irina. I just wanted to say that greetings from South Africa. South Africa is one of the countries in Africa. We know Africa is having about 55 countries. South Africa is the one that is in the south. However, I'm the president of World Women Leading Change in Africa. And my our coordinator in Africa is President Rebecca Murudu. And our global youth president is President Lesego Motswane. And I'm so delighted because last year I received a trophy, which President Irina facilitated it. And I really the leader of the future. But I'm also doing a study about youth, the role of the youth in the economy. And I feel that probably by this year, I'll be finishing that study. And I'm saying that youth are the present leaders because they come with good, innovative ideas, and they make us to be, relevancy. They bring relevancy. And I'm very proud that we are having youth like yourself, my President Irina, and President Nadia, I don't know, and President Lesego, and all of you who are participating right now, because youth are not afraid of any challenges. And this is the time that we should hold the youth and even to encourage them to lead. I'm so proud that we are having such footprint as the World Women Leading Change right in Romania. And I hope that President Irina, did you speak to my excellency there in Romania? Excellency Mbalula. I'll ensure that you meet him. And really, I'm very proud. And even President Ayla herself, President Ayla, she's very youthful. She's very young. And really, we are really proud to be led by these people of your caliber. We are learning. I've got a big trophy here in my house. I think you received my photo, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we must also ensure that some of the youth, they also become the recipients of those kind of, awards and even trophies, to encourage them and to show them that they are being, appreciated. I thank you. I thank you so much. Love and light, Princess Debbie Dineo Raputi, all in South Africa, the 50th country in Africa. I thank you.
Thank you, President Debbie. I would like to invite our president and thank President Lesego, first of all, for being present. And I would like to invite President Thando Bukula. She's the president for World Youth Leading Change in Africa. President Thando, are you here? would you like to greet people and say some words of encouragement?
President Irina,
Okay.
I'll speak. I see that she's not in. Thank you so much. I'm not going to switch my camera on. I'm not feeling well. I just want to thank you for your great topics. You always come up with these very, very interesting and interactive topics. And I'd like to also welcome the youth president for South Africa, President Mădălina. You are welcome. And welcome to everyone that's going to participate today, and you should enjoy today's program. Thank you so much. And also hello to President Nadia, the youth president for Indonesia. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Are there any other presidents who would like to say some words of encouragement and to greet people?
I see President Mbalitwala.
Yeah, President Mbalitwala. Hello.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, President Irina. Good morning to the delegates on today's program. Thank you for the invite. I'm always excited whenever the Language Club gets to host a program because it's such an awesome learning opportunity for me. I don't fully understand German. I pick up one or two words here and there, and then the rest I have to Google. But thank you very much for the invite, and we're really looking forward to the program, and we're grateful to all of the speakers who chose to participate today.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. That counts a lot for me when I know that people really like the topics and the atmosphere here. I try to do it as best as we can. So I would like to open the discussion now by announcing the topic: how to delight ourselves when we are low. So first of all, I would like to say what we are going to do today, a short structure for us. I would firstly introduce the topic and speak about it just a bit, just give some references and ideas. And then I would like to invite our special guest from India. I will introduce her later. And of course, I'm searching for others to come up with ideas and expressing their own opinions about this topic, maybe to refer to their own experience, own life, how do they go through hard times, and then we will end up with some tips that I've got from good research from an article about tips how to cheer up when you are low, something like that. Like, it will be a summary for all that we talked about. I think that we will surely tackle all the points that we need to do for this conference. So first of all, let's see what actually the word "to be low" means. To be low means is when you have difficult times, is when you feel a loser. And I see here that you feel a loser because of someone told you that you are a loser. That means that you believe whatever people say about you. To be low also means when you do something and it is a complete failure. You see it as a complete failure. It is also when you ignore your positive qualities, personal qualities, but you see only the negative parts of your personality. So today we are going to talk about how to maybe encourage, to delight, how to comfort yourself when you are low, when you feel a loser, when you feel hopeless, maybe I can say like that. So I'm inviting you for this discussion. And I think that each one of us once in life has passed through this life experience, through this state of being. So I invite you to be very, very sincere and just say it as it was. Your experience is very important, valuable for us, and we are here to grow together. All right, so my speech ends here, and I would like to greet and welcome my lovely, beautiful, amazing lady from Bangalore, India. Okay, you already recognize yourself. That means that you are not low. You are very, you are very lovely. All right, so this is Jyothi Varma. She's from India. She's a wonderful, amazing lady. I will let you say about yourself some words and introduce yourself, of course, and then you can proceed to your opinion, to your experience about how do you delight yourself when you are low.
Thank you so much, Irene. First of all, thank you so much for inviting. And actually, it's nice to know that you thought I'm kind of qualified to address this topic. Yes, in a way, personally, I do, because I don't think people will disagree when I say I'm the most positive person. I see positivity everywhere, in every situation. It's very rare that you can catch me in a low mood. Oh, but believe me, I do go into those moods once in a way. And but it's been fun. So thank you, girl, and fellow people on this call. It's interesting to know your opinions and things. So let's have this as more as an interactive session. So just to give you a brief about myself, so I'm not really a youth by age, but by character, yes, I think I'm young at heart. So I have been in the industry, in travel and hospitality industry for about 3 decades. Prior to that, so I'm one of the siblings. I have 2 younger siblings. We have 3 daughters, and out there we've done my education, post-graduation, and then I moved on to travel and hospitality, and married to 1 husband with a couple of boyfriends around, and 1 son. Okay, 1 child. So that's my family in general. And so right now I am also having some challenging times in my personal life. My dad had a stroke about 3 weeks back, and he was paralyzed on the right side. So I have been taking care of him. But when Irene asks me something, I cannot refuse her, because she's the sweetest person that I know. Though we have not met in person, but we've been in touch on and off. And I think that actually has been a pleasure knowing her. So well, that's the thing with the travel. And so little about my career. I've been in the industry for about 3 decades, close to 3 decades. Started with the airline, and then I was with the TMCs, then I was with GDS, technology, hotels. So I've done it all. Currently, I'm a consultant, managing multiple portfolios. So I'm setting up an online travel agency for one of the investment bankers to come up, so go live shortly. Other than that, I'm also tied up and a partner and a vice president for India for a Digi Travel Consultancy, which is a corporate-based company. So that's in a nutshell about what I do. Coming back to the topic, how do you kind of delight yourself? So I would say delight is something which is within you. The wrong expectations is what makes us feel low. Anything and everything can delight you. A small good flower when you see in the morning in your garden, or a beautiful cloud, and you let your imaginations flow. So that can become your elephant to a dream thing. So it's just about delighting. So when we start pondering about our problems, then we go deep into it. Instead, you have to look, okay, fine, I have this situation. How am I going to tackle this? What am I going to do to achieve this? Let me outcome this obstacle. It could be a finance related issue. It could be something, a knowledge related issue. It could be just that you're lonely. You are craving for some good friendship. Luckily, we are at media today. There are so many people out there with social communities who could be your friend. They could be your friend to read a good book and discuss on it, to watch a movie and discuss about a movie. Delight yourself. There's no stopping in delighting yourself. For me, the best delight is when I have a piece of chocolate, and that's bliss. Believe me, you can see me like smiling away. I forget about the calories, forget about everything. That chocolate at that time, it gives me the most happiness that I could see. So it's like all of us go through, each one of us have come through hardship, but it's how you handle it is what is going to make you to shine. It's what is it going to make you to kind of grow further. And the biggest, another thing that delights me is when I help somebody, when I am actually supporting another person who requires that, that's when it delights me a lot. I don't need to ask anyone, do you need it? I just can go and do things for anyone. That delights me. It may be selfish for me, but at that point, it gives me happiness for doing things. It can be a known person, it can be a stranger. So giving an example, a couple of days back, I went to a supermarket to buy some stuff for me, for my household stuff. So there were these guys out, youngster guys trying to sell some stuff. But with the corona right now and COVID situation, nobody wants to buy anything from anyone because they feel it is dangerous. So that is a reason groceries, which you can manage for about a week or so. So I got them some groceries and handed out to them. You should have seen the happiness on them. It was simple rice, some pulses, an oil, some stuff which was basic. But the thrill, making that person smile, he was not worried about, at least, okay, for next 1 week, I have some stuff with me. And seeing me do that, the vegetable stall guy who was there in the same tuber, he said, oh, okay, I have these few things, I can give it to you. Anyway, they will perish in some time. And so I would rather hand it over to you. So it made their day. By making somebody else's day, you're finding your happiness. So learn, stay positive, look for someone who can give you the smiles. If somebody is pulling you down, please tell them, look, I do agree. You believe I'm the worst person in the world. It does not matter because I love myself. So I'm not here because of somebody. I'm here because of me. So the day you have that confidence and you don't look for somebody else's approval, you've arrived. So that's what I would like to say on a personal front, Irina, to this. And if anyone wants to have any questions, ask me anything, I'm more than happy to answer them or share my experiences with them.
Thank you, Jyothi. Thank you very much for your experience. As I understand from your words, that means that to be happy, to delight yourself, you need to see the people around yourself, how in a bad situation they are, and help them. And by helping them, you can it can give you happiness. And
yes. That's one of the ways. That's one of the ways. Until you love yourself, you cannot love somebody else. You need to learn to love yourself and accept you. That's when it's easier to love others.
All right. So chocolate would be a very good way to love yourself.
Yes, anytime.
Okay, I've got a question here. Please Are there any things that you put as a restriction to yourself, like a limit, but you break this limit as a delight for your good mood? So bad mood.
Okay, so there are times when I can sulk because I'm hurt or I'm lonely or thing. But then I say, after some time, I say, okay, as I told you, the best thing that can cheer me is having a chocolate or a nice bowl of ice cream, and then say, okay, this happened, forget it. So what next? How do I face it? What do I do to correct it? So it helps. So it's not that I have not cried. I do cry, but frankly speaking, in the last year and a half, I haven't really cried much because I have learned to accept a lot of stuff. And I know that, okay, things are going to happen. And especially the challenging times that we've lost a lot of loved ones. We've lost, I myself was tested positive and I was in the hospital for a thing for almost 10 days in the ICU. But I didn't, you know what actually gave me the strength to come? I was in the hospital, but out here, people were praying for me. And it was not only in my country. I had somebody in Germany doing a prayer meet for me. I had people in Delhi chanting away Buddhism's chants for me. I had somebody in LA lighting a candle for me in the church and said, praying for me. And that's when, and I had my relatives praying for me. They were there, out there, across the country. So that's when you realize it's okay if you don't make lots of money. You've earned your place. These people value you. Their blessings is what has made you today. And believe me, that gave me the strength to get out of COVID much faster than most of them, though I was quite serious. So that is what matters today. It is about sharing. It's about community. Somewhere we had all become so selfish and we were chasing the wrong things out there, saying, I want to have this position. I want to buy this car. I want to have an iPhone. I want to have this. So the haves are there. There's nothing wrong in having your materialistic thing, but win people. Make sure that you're there for them and they're for you. So answering your question, how do you do that? An ice cream is a simple solution for it.
Thank you. So actually, when do you realize, we are talking now in general,
okay,
when do a person should realize that he or she needs professional help, like psychiatrist?
A counselor, basically. So what happens is a person, I would say the best counselor is you yourself. Talk to the mirror, okay? But however, there are times that you need to break that and go further because you may not have the courage to accept what it is, okay? You always feel that you are the person who has been shortchanged in life. You are the person who has been given the worst fate, okay? I don't understand why I got this. So that is a time when you need an outsider to encourage you and find. So usually what does a counselor do? Counselor doesn't change your fate. He or she makes you talk, makes you, he or she listens to you. Because there are a lot of times, there are no people who are ready to listen to you. Or they'll say, oh, she's all the time crying. She's all the time cribbing. She's all the time doing. That's not what it is, Irene. It's about listening. So you pay somebody to listen to you. Then the person puts you in certain activities which you would have done every day, correct? If somebody says, you know, first thing you get up tomorrow, write the first 5 things that come to your head, okay? That's nothing but, if you are a person who writes your diary, you would have penned it down. My day went like this. This is something I didn't like. This is something I loved. I missed this. I wish I could have been there. Or your wishes. I wish this person had responded to me. I wish I'd closed this deal. So that's exactly what it is, Irene. This is what a counselor does. I do. Of course, yes, there are people who have gone into depressions, who need medical help and things like that. that's something which you start understanding. It's very difficult for you to self-isolate and say, I need an external help today. Okay, it's very difficult because the communities that we come from, the society we come from, if you say I'm going to a shrink, they will say, oh, you're mad, kind of a thing. How are you going? You're losing your ball, marbles. These are water tests. It's not. It's identifying. So if you ask me when or think, when you feel that the pain is so much that you can't handle, looking forward to the next day becomes painful, then reach out. Please reach out to someone before you lose it, because a life is important. It's precious. You have something which someone wanted it and they could not manage to hold it and they lost. It may be through an accident or through illness or whatever. But today you are there. You may not be in the best of the space. You may not be in the thing, but you are alive and you're seeing the beauty of the world. So that's when ask out, reach out, give a shout. There's no harm. You don't need to feel, oh, I'm doing something wrong. No, it's not. You are actually fighting to want to make a presence. I want to change the way I am. So that is when they need to reach out, when the pain is so unbearable that living another day becomes not what you want to do.
Yeah, that's very true what you say. Yeah. I've got a question, but I forgot it. And until then,
you got so involved in my talk, so you forgot the question. Good.
All right. I invite all our colleagues to ask you questions if you have, because I think that there are many questions here.
So Irene can get some time to think for the next question. So she happily delighted herself by putting it to others. So over to anyone, whatever you have.
Yeah, please come with questions. Does anyone have questions to Jyothi?
So while you think of a question, let me tell you the meaning of my name. Jyothi means light. That means something that gives you light and things. So
that is true.
As someone who has a question, I thought I would someone going up.
Yes, I have a question.
Please
morning,
introduce
everyone.
yourself. Good morning.
Yes. My name is Thando. I am from South Africa. I'm with the World Youth Leading Change in South Africa. And my question is, I guess we are speaking on delight, and I think in the time that we are in, I've found that, like you mentioned, giving to other people and giving off yourself to other people becomes sort of a way to delight yourself. But I've got a question in terms of how do we then distinguish between giving that is good for you and giving that is taking away so much that you are drained at the end of the day, you know, because you've got people that will give so much that it starts to take a toll on them. So how do we then distinguish between giving that is good and giving that is actually not so good for you personally?
Sure. That's a very good question. Before I proceed, can I ask you to repeat your name, because my internet fluctuated at that time, so I missed your name. Could you just repeat your name for me?
My name is Thando, and I believe in your language, my name is Thea.
Yeah, go ahead. In my language, what does your name mean?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a pleasure meeting up with you on the space. So to your question, when we continue to give, there are times that it drains out, because the reason is we are giving more than that is expected, more than that we could manage. So I always say, most of the time, I'm there in the same space as you. At times, I'm there available for everyone. And can someone pamper me also once in a way? I do ask these questions. Coming back to your question, you need to be that judge. When it is not giving you, so when you feel that you've done so much and it's drained you completely, why is it draining you? Because you are giving more than what you are getting. So somewhere, give some of it to yourself. Until you give it to yourself, get up in the morning and keep that 15 minutes to you, or the half an hour. Today, you don't want to go for that session. You don't, I just give you an example. It may be right or wrong in yours. You would have told a friend that I would do your groceries since but on that particular day, you have a bad headache and you cannot do her groceries, but you still want to go and do it because you had promised her that you would do it. You can always call back to her and say, hey, listen, I promised to do your groceries for you, but for some reason, I have a very terrible headache and I don't think that it's good for me to drive. However, I know that you don't have anything. Let me order some food for you for today from my side so that you don't have to starve or you have the food to eat. And tomorrow I would do that. So you are giving in the way that it's for both. If you had gone with that headache, you would have taken all the vegetables, gone to her place, irrespective of your headache, sorted it out, given to her. At the end of it, she would have turned and said, oh, I didn't want this. You got me extra. It only irritates you because you are not in your best of the space. So don't drain yourself out. Love yourself. Keep something for yourself. Until you love yourself, you cannot love anybody. You cannot love somebody else. It's not selfish to give it to yourself. Today, if you have only I don't know, I'm saying about $1, okay, because everyone else, if you have just 500 or let's say $50 with you, you have a choice of spending it on you or giving it away to someone. I would say spend some part of it on you and give the rest away to someone. Otherwise, somewhere you will feel cheated. So don't let situations drain you. It's okay to say no. If somebody is asking you for something and you're not able to do it, nobody is going to judge you as a bad person. You can be, there is oh, I can't do it. Or you can just say, hey, listen, I would have loved to do it, but today is not the right time. Is it okay if I take a rain check on this? And some other time I could pinch in, but today is not the right day for me because I already have too many things on my platter. So there's nothing wrong. Please don't drain yourself to give. Then there is nothing left for yourself and to give it to others. That is what I would give you as a suggestion.
Thank you so much.
I hope it made sense to you.
I just want to come back to my question.
She got her question. She doesn't want to forget again. So she said, let me do it. Go ahead.
I made some notes not to forget. So.
You're getting old, Irene. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
So, what do we do with what do others think about me? Because many times, what do others think about me? It is, I hear this and it hurts my head and I have to deal with it. And sometimes it somehow
okay,
like
I get your question.
But the other.
So I'm going to repeat the question. This is my understanding of your question. A lot of times you feel the people who you love or the people you care about, you don't know what they think about you. Are they thinking about me positively? Are they thinking about me? If I do this, will they judge me? Is that the question which you asked?
Yeah, and actually, how do we detach from others' opinion and think of what do we think about us?
So that's a good one. So every day, it would take some time because we are a social human being. We are people of touch. So I give you an example of a small puppy. If you have a puppy at home, when you're angry or you're it still comes and keeps licking you, giving you its comfort, trying to come to make a space next to you. You keep pushing it away, like, go, I don't have time to play with you today. But then it doesn't give up. It keeps coming because it knows you genuinely love it. It's something was wrong with you. So it's trying to give it back to you at that point of time because they cannot talk. So that is the reason they show it with their feelings. They come, even if you push it away, it'll come slowly sneaking back to give you a lick or just to give you a sniffle, give you make a noise in such a loving way to say, hey, listen, I do care for you. So coming back to your question, what about others' opinion? Others' opinion will matter to you only when you allow it to matter to you. If you don't know about yourself, if somebody tells you today, oh, you're so ugly to look. If you think you're ugly, that is when it will make you look ugly. But if you say, hey, I'm okay, I'm happy with what I am, it does not matter, correct? Ugliness is not about outside thing. It's all about your complete personality. What is your personality? If you are a person who is hardworking, you're a person who is very positive, ready to help people. You are a person who will do anything to help somebody in need. How does it matter how you look? How does it matter what you are, what you wear? A lot of people body sham, saying that, oh, you're so huge. Recently, I had somebody who did tell me, don't you want to do anything about your body weight? So I looked at the guy and told him, hey, darling, listen, with the same body weight, I have about hundreds of boyfriends. I don't know what to do with them. So if I get slim, I would know what to handle them. So I don't think I need to do anything. I am so, okay? And that guy didn't know how to answer. My mom was next to me. She said, you're so shameless. I said, what shameless? It's a fact. And I'm telling a fact. If a guy can be so, it's not his body. He's my body. Who is he to comment about my body? So that guy said, oh, I think I did a wrong thing. Okay, then I'll take your leave. I said, yeah, sure. You're here to take care of my dad. I think you should do that and not look at me. I have no relevance to you. So that's exactly what I'm saying. And the reason I gave an thing is because you want an approval of that person. Like when we get grades in the college, you want your parents to say, wow, you've done it very well. I'm so proud of you. They want to talk. Believe me, your parents already are proud of you. They are proud of you. They may be pushing you to the next level. They may be talking to you saying, oh, you know, and especially don't compare yourself to anyone. You are an individual by yourself. You cannot compare yourself to the next person and say, oh, she's so brilliant. She's so pretty. I am not so pretty. No, you are you. So the day you put that in your head, that I am important, I'm as important. So I always give this reason. Everyone says, why is your birthday so important to you? It's my birthday and you cannot forget my birthday. By the way, thank you for wishing for me on my birthday. You did that. So I keep telling. So a couple of years back, my dad and mom both forgot my birthday. It's just that it's another day for them. So they forgot. So I know I can see that. So I walked into their house. While I went there, my dad was getting down the stairs from the first floor down. He looked at me, gave a smile and said, oh, you come, nice. I said, don't talk to me. You gave birth to me and forgot about me? So my dad didn't know what it was. He stood on the stairs thinking, what happened to her now? You forgot to wish me for my birthday. Both of you didn't. So my dad said, oh, sorry. They came, my mom came from the kitchen, came. My sister is like, grow up. You have a grown son. How does it matter? I said, no, it's my birthday. The world is blessed because I was born. So that is positivity. Because you love yourself, you can. So 1 week before the birthday, I start calling him. By the way, my birthday is coming. Please keep your presents ready. Call me and wish me. If I'm talking to someone, I tell them, hey, by the way, today is my birthday. You can wish me. Oh, I'm so sorry. So my sister next to me said, are you shameless? I said, no, I'm not. It's my birthday today. I want to feel nice. And these are the people who make you feel nice. So love yourself. Keep it in your head. Nobody can stop that. And it's your day. It's yours. The moment you say, oh, that person thinks like this, that person is gossiping about me. You don't even know if that person is doing. So it's okay if they're talking. So I always say this, who are the people who get the attention? It's important to get attention, correct? You want to be in somebody's memory. Either stay as a good person or a bad person, it does not matter. As far as people remember you, that means you're still alive. If they don't remember you exist, then you're dead. So that is what I say. Go to it. Don't let anyone's opinion judge you. Don't let somebody judge you. Only people can judge you when you allow them to judge you. So I have some friend. He calls me his goddess. He calls me his thing. And the next moment, when I don't accept what he says, or he says something and I say, oh no, I don't agree this with you, then I become a person with a person with a black heart. That's what he calls me. I said, hey, hold it. 5 steps above, you call me as your goddess. You call me this. Just now I became a person with a black heart. So you decide for yourself. You're confused about me as a personality. So don't put it on me. It's you who has an issue. So the person actually gets, I cannot talk to you and win. I said, exactly, because I am confident what I am. Irene, that's what I keep saying. When I say you're low, I say, Irene, you don't need to be low for this. It does not matter. Go eat some strawberries and you'll be all right, kind. So that's what I have to say. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's a really very ample answer. How did you come up to loving yourself? Well, was it different earlier, or you always was born like that?
No, it was different. I had my own insecurities, because what happens is when you're grown up, so in India especially, always people feel that a male child is better than a female child. A male child takes your legacy to the next thing. So we were 3 daughters. So a lot of people used to say, oh, you're just daughters. You don't have a son in the family, kind. So it used to always keep nagging at you. Somewhere you felt. But today, so if you ask me, were you like this? No, I had my own insecurities. I didn't know today the way I speak was not how I was there. This is something that over the time that I have cultivated, the confidence, the words that I use, things, because I wanted to make the change. So, and this change has been in the last 5 or 6 years. Otherwise, I was very happy working. But there was somebody who told me once, are you a hutch puppy to follow somebody all the way? I said, no, I don't want to follow somebody. That is the day. He said it as a joke, but I realized that I had moved to company. I never applied for an interview. People used to come and kind of pick me up and say, hey, we want you to join. So I would say, okay, what's the salary you get? What's the position? What is this? And I know this person, so it's comfortable. So I used to move from one position to another. And I have never entered, including the last job that I was in Singapore. I was not even applied, but somebody recommended my name and said, hey, she is a good resource, but I don't know if she wants to come back to India, but reach up to her. So the owner of the company, sadly, he's no more. He passed away a couple of weeks back with a heart attack. He reached me out on the phone and said, hey, we're looking to someone. Would you like to join? I was like surprised. I said, Rab, I'm in Singapore, not in India. This is a position for India in Bangalore. And there's so many people in India. And if somebody reaches me to in Singapore, that means somewhere I did something right, correct? So I kind of negotiated and said, okay, I'll come over. And then I came. So at that time also, I didn't have so much of confidence and things. I did my work. I was okay. It was work, home, kid, husband, relatives. That's it. Somewhere down the lane, I said, who is Jyothi Varma? Is she a wife of somebody? Is she a boss of somebody? Is she a leader for somebody? Is she a mother or a sister or a daughter-in-law or a sister-in-law? No, she is an individual. Where is that individual? She had her own dreams. She had her own. But today, giving it to people, she kept giving, she kept giving. So there was nothing. Then I said, now I'm running out of years. I need to do something for myself. So I took some stands and said, hey, I'm going to change. I'm going to be accepting. This is what I want to do. It was not, because people around me felt she's changed. She is changed. What happened to her? She's become so rude. She says no when we say something. Well, it was always an yes. I said, yes, because I said yes too often. They thought that is all I know. They thought I didn't know the word NO. Of course, I knew NO, but I chose not to use it at that time. But somewhere when it came about me, I said, I want to do NO. So Arvind, this is what it is important. Was me like this? No, it took strength. People didn't understand me. People were against me. People used to complain about it. I didn't give. I kept moving on. Then they realized she is what she is. It does not matter how she will be there when we need her. And that is what made, and today, believe me, you gave me this topic yesterday and said, Joe, would you be able to do? I just asked, what time is it? You said afternoon. I said, afternoon is fine because daytime, in the morning, I'm very busy taking care of my dad. So I couldn't. So this time he takes a nap. I said, yes, I can do it. So that is what, and for you, I can't say no. That is simple as that. So that's where it is. Don't let others' opinion diss you. And it's not, if you don't change, you guys have a number of years left. If you're going to be doing it for someone else, always you'll be doing for that. There's no harm in saying no. If your father says something like, which is not what you want to do, you can say very softly that, Dada, I appreciate, but I don't think I want to do this anymore because it's not giving me happiness. I don't find comfortable. So let me invest that time in something else. Read books, listen to good music. It will make you run to positive. Believe me, just looking at a beautiful bird or even the clouds outside, green grass can cheer you up like nobody as such.
Darling, thanks a lot for your wonderful speech. Now I feel, I don't know, I feel that anytime that when I am very upset and I feel low, I can come to you, and I'm sure
Anytime.
that you will comfort me and you will delight me. And I invite all
Why
of
do you
you,
want
my
me to
friends,
delight you? Why should I delight you, Irene? I've told you now, find it yourself. Of course, I'm going to be there for you to discuss. If you think I have the magic wand with me, no, I don't have the magic wand. All I have are a few words. I can give you those words, but
That's
it's in
valuable.
you. It's in you. It's you who has to make that change. I can say, hey, you look so pretty. I love that necklace, what you're wearing. I love the color of your top. But until you feel that, my words will not make anything to you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, I don't know how much you can still stay here because I would like to invite others to talk. If it's okay for you to
yeah,
stay
I'm fine. I'm fine. If anyone has some questions and if I can be of help, more than happy to do that. I'm okay for another 30 minutes max.
Okay, okay. Okay, I would like to also, okay, there are questions.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, Jan.
My name is Janki Varma. I'm from India. Okay, my question is I'm normally positive most of the times, but sometimes what is in your mind you want to discuss with a friend whom you feel you can discuss with. But at that moment, if that person is not available or so, or you feel hesitant to contact that person and you do not want to discuss with anyone else, what do you do in such situations? Thank you.
So, John, it's nice to know that you're hearing to this session. Yes, to your question, saying that you are a positive person, that itself is a first. But there are things that are troubling you. You want to talk to the other person at that point and they're not available. So it is because you're expecting somebody else to solve your issue. You're expecting somebody else to be there for you at the time. There's nothing harm in expecting that. But generally, I would say is if you don't use so many meals, they may not be available to speak to you. They may not be. You can always ping and say, I'm positive if you just send a message to them, one-liner, hey, there is something troubling me and I just want to bounce off. please give me a shout the moment you have a minute for me. Believe me, your phone will ring in the next 5 minutes if it is within their control. And this is something, because a lot of time we hesitate saying that, oh, that person may not be busy. How can I put my problem? They already have so many of their own issues. Is it right for me to discuss this topic with somebody? That is what stops us. So the day you really genuinely want something, you will reach out. You will put that sentence on saying, hey, listen, there is something troubling and I want to bounce it off with you. Can you just give me a shout when you're free? And that response will come to you. If it doesn't happen, change the person, I would say. Okay, you will get I would say out of 100, 99% you will get. There may be 1%, the person does not want to respond, maybe for so many other reasons. They may just say, avoid you. Then change the person. That's not the person for you. That's more than that, I would say, pen it down, put it on a paper. If you don't want to, go onto your system and record your voice. Say whatever you want to say onto it. Leave it there because you want to take it out of the chest. And
Right.
then when you calm down and once it goes out of your chest, when you go back and hear it out, half of it will sound not relevant at all. You'll say, Arey, what is this? This is not what I wanted to say. Because when you're angry, when you're hurt, and when you are expecting somebody there, because it's your loneliness which is saying, I want to talk to somebody, I want to give that person. So you are inside this so much, but the moment you speak and record it or pen it down or you write it somewhere, it comes out of your system. And then you feel much calmer, much at your space, because you're going back to that thought. It is like a small mosquito bite. When a mosquito bites you, the bump doesn't come at the moment your mosquito bites. The moment you start scratching it on, because it itches and you keep scratching on it, it grows larger and it becomes red. If you ignore it, believe me, it would have gone even before you realize it. But the thing is, we don't want to ignore that small thing that hurts. So what was that? I'm going to itch. Okay, it's still, I'm going to do it again. So that is how any issue is. The more you go and ponder on it, you cannot find a solution for it. So let it go, let it out of the system. Then it will be, the solution will come by yourself to you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
President Bali.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Irina. My question to Ms. Jyothi is related to the COVID issue. It's a very, very difficult time. We are in a global pandemic. We're living a reality unlike anything that we have ever experienced in our entire existence. And certain people are getting, in fact, everybody is getting affected mentally because we have to stay at home. We're paranoid. You don't want to touch anything when you go to the supermarket because you're thinking, is it on this? Is it on this? We're sanitizing everything a few hundred times a day. My question is, how did you get out of the low, especially if you were affected as far as being admitted to ICU because of it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, because of the internet, I heard the last part that you were admitted. Just before that, your question half got slipped out. So could you just repeat it for me? I'm sorry, because of the internet issue.
No problem. The question is, how did you get out of the low of COVID, especially since you were affected to the point of getting to hospital, ICU because of it?
I was in the ICU. I was on the vent for 2 days. I had my breathing issues, everything. So in fact, when I got it, for a minute, I kind of said, oh, wow. Because for a long time, though I was sanitizing, keeping myself, I was clean. So when I picked it up, I knew I got it even before I tested it, and I knew it was positive. So the message that I wrote to people to inform, a lot of time people hide that they've got corona. They hide, they think it is a stigma, social stigma. So the way I wrote a message to all my people who needed to know, or I'm a speaker, I'm on to a lot of sessions. So I had to tell some of these people that I have to cancel these meetings. So the message, hey guys, for a long time, I had not given her the permission to enter. But however, finally, I decided to become a little reckless and allow her inside. So I'm tested positive now. And I'm on the way to the hospital. So I won't be able to do these few things that I had planned for this week. So just bear with me. And if God forbid, but I will promise you one thing, Corona can take my life away, but she cannot take my smile away. So I will be back with you guys with this smile. So just bear with me for some time. This was my message, which went out on WhatsApp to a lot of people. And people bounced on me and said, please take care of yourself. Don't be stupid. Do something. I said, hey, I'm enjoying it. I'm getting so much of attention. So coming back to your question, what was it that made me come out of it much earlier? Believe me, I came out of the hospital on the 3rd of March. And around the last week of March, I traveled to Delhi for a week. I was so weak. I couldn't walk. I was sweating profusely. I said, I'm going to sit at home and feel miserable. Let me go. If it doesn't work, I can always come back. So I told people, I'm going to Delhi. I didn't say when. They all thought, okay, sometime in April, May, she'll be going. Yeah, we will see. I said, okay. So Monday morning, I took the flight and I landed in Delhi. My mom called up to ask me, how are you? I said, yeah, I'm okay. I just had breakfast and came to the room. A room? I said, yeah, I'm in Delhi. Where did you go? I said, yeah, I went yesterday. I came and landed. So my mom is like, but you didn't say. I said, of course, I mentioned on Saturday that I was leaving to Delhi. Oh, we thought it's next month. And then my sister is a doctor. So she came to know and she called up and she said, are you mad? Couldn't you have pushed it? How can you go so fast? If something happens, I said, no, nothing has happened. I'm okay. I'm eating well and things. And then the next thing is like, how do you? I said, no, I asked your husband, who also happens to be a doctor. He said, if you're okay, you can go. He said, he's so stupid. And the next day, early morning, I get a call from my brother-in-law saying, are you all right? I said, of course, I'm all right. I'm in the bed. I just got up for your call. Why are you calling me so early? He says, your sister is making my life miserable, saying, how could you give her permission to go? So it's all in your head. How did you come out? Blessings of people, the prayers of people. There were hordes of people praying for me. My professional connects, my personal connects, they didn't want to see. There were a whole lot of messages coming in. And that kept me positive, including when the doctors, so when you're in the ICU, the doctors don't come to see you. They have a big screen that's connected to you and they see on the screen what's happening to you. If it is the thing, then they come in. Your medicines are kept next to you. They say, these are the medicines you have to take. So you're popping it yourself. So you're literally lonely there. But however, if you stay positive and see. So I found my way to stay so positive. Small things. I used to read up something. If nothing, I used to keep watching people going. And I kept walking inside the ICU because luckily I was the only person in that ICU at that point. So they used to come and say, please put your plug back. I'm bored lying down on the bed. So I'll walk for some time and then come back and put that plug here so that you could see me. And after some time, the doctor came to see me. He says, why is your heartbeat low? It's like, did you have any issues? I said, what to do, doc? All the boyfriends broke my heart. And that is how. And that guy started laughing. He had a screen in front of him. It was completely with his spit. I'm not joking. So the guy said, you're too much. He said, this spirit of yours is going to get you out of this place. So I didn't want to go down. Believe me, when I came out, I had hallucinations. I could not sleep. I had vertigo because of the number of medicines. So staying positive, you're knowing that out there, people value your life. They want you back. So as a joke, I would like to share this with you. There was somebody who said, oh my God, I'm so happy you got back. I said, yes, you better be happy, because if I had died, I would have become a ghost. Okay. Today, if you don't want to talk to me, you want to avoid me, all you have to do is switch off your WhatsApp or block me in the call record. But when I become a ghost, you can't do that. I would have been at your foot waiting for you to get up and, hey, I'm here. Every time you turn around, I would be there and you couldn't do anything with me. He said, oh yes, that is more scary than this Jyothi Varma. So that is how you stay. So coming back to it, keep yourself. Don't listen to everything that you hear on the media. Everything is not true. Okay? There are things, I'm not saying it's a lie, but it's not exactly true. Keep yourself healthy. Have healthy food. Exercise, because that gives you positive energy. The third thing that is important is stay connected with people that you love. Tell them you love, demand that they love you back. If it is to be your child, your partner, your friend, hey, we are there. We don't know what tomorrow is. And when the unknown, when I call the death the unknown, okay, if something, that is what is worrying you. Why worry of something which is unknown? You don't know what's going to happen, correct? So don't give today for that. Give some other day. Start from today to live for today. When it comes, it comes. None of us are going to be here forever. So all of us have to go someday. But at least don't make it that today is where you start feeling the pain of it. If you got it, perfectly fine. It's okay. It happens. Take the right medicines. Stay positive. Have the right food. You cannot. Your taste goes with all the medicines. Still drink a lot of fluids. Take it that, no, I have to come back and face the world. That's the way it helps you. And that's what keeps you going. Hello.
Thank you, Jyothi. Thank you for answering.
Okay.
I just wanted to add very important thing that this topic was actually suggested not by me, but by my friend from China, Xiaowan. I've got to know her in Germany while I was studying there, and I would like to invite Veronica, is her European name, Veronica. I would like to invite you to state your opinion about how do you delight yourself when you are lost.
You're on mute, Vanika. You're on mute. Unmute yours. Yes, now you're okay.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please,
wonderful.
say about you
I
a
would like
bit.
to introduce myself first. My name is Veronica, and I live in China for now. I have been applied a few universities in Germany, and I'm waiting for the offers. It really drives me to crazy. I want to study German literature in the future, and this is one of my hobbies to read more books. And I really want to move to another country. Honestly, well, honestly, I have suggested this topic to Irina, and for this, it is because of my experience recently. I am sometimes very depressed, and I thought maybe I have some very easy ways to just delete myself from it. For example, one day I'm very I'm comfortable while working. It means I'm emotional, very exhausted, but I just think of some very funny moments from my daily life. For example, I just thought of that. My friend, she shakes a bottle of sauce which has no cap over there, and she just leaves it over everywhere. And I just thought of it. Almost all my sad emotion just go away, and I don't know. This is very stupid and maybe a little bit ridiculous. I don't know why, but just this kind of funny moments just see my mood. I just turn okay. I don't know, but I don't know why this just save me from this kind of unpleasantment. But later I think this is a good way for me to just draw my attention from the black hole away. Yeah, and I think when we get into the low situation, what we should do is to isolate ourselves from it, and we can try to observe ourselves at a distance. So I think in my future, for other ways, like I would like to search for some very, very cute, very stupid pictures just to delight myself from the moment. Yeah, it's like a gasoline and a car, and I really need to drive to the station to get loaded up. So I didn't tell you about myself, what I should do. And I think thinking of some questions that I don't know answers for now is not helpful. The best way for me is just not tell myself what to do something, what to think of myself, just just delight myself by some very, very easy ways, like just hear a joke or think of some very happy moments. Yeah, that's all my way of delighting myself.
Yeah, that's nice. See, Veronica, what you're doing is you're moving from a space of uncomfort zone to a comfort zone. So that's making that's bringing a smile back. So when she announced your name is Veronica, I wanted to ask you, so who is it? Is it Archie your favorite, or the reggae is your favorite? I don't know if you guys read the magazine Reggae Mantle, Archie's Jughead, or you should Google and see. These are very, very nice high school kind of stories, where Veronica comes from a very rich dad who pampers her, and she has two boys running behind her throughout. One is Archie Andrews and the other is Reggie Martin. It's a beautiful comic. I grew up reading these things, and they can bring you a lot of smiles. So go and find one for yourself, since the name relates to that.
Thank you. I will search it. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, good. So it's nice to know you found your own way of handling your stresses, which is very important. Each one of us have a different way. For me, when I think I would love to hear good, loud music, everyone at home will say, what's wrong with you? I want to hear it. If you all don't want it, close your ears. I want to hear this song 5 times, but I want to hear it. So
yeah.
That. Good.
This is the same for me. Sorry, Veronica.
Yeah,
this is the same for me when I don't really sing very well, but I want to sing. So please close your ears.
It's okay. You want to sing, you can sing.
Oh, what?
It's not like we're going and finding for ourselves an award to get a thing, correct? We are singing for ourselves. So it's bad, it's good, does not matter. Sing.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else for me? Is there some other questions, or is there anything you want me to talk about? Veronica, is there anything you would like to know since you're already on the screen?
Well, my life is now full of many, many questions, which I don't know the answer is. I think maybe when time flies by, when I grow older, I mean, these questions
believe me,
may not
those questions will change
hard to me.
Exactly. The questions that you have will become so irrelevant every phase of your life. You're young. So today there is a lot of expectations that you have from out there. But as you mature, you finish certain steps, you will let go of it. You're like, oh, this is not so important. Why did I give so much of importance to this? I don't need this anymore in my life. So things change. Things change with your experience. Things change with your exposure. Things change with your learning and finding the right people in your life. So I always tell this to youngsters like you. Everything is not right. Every decision of yours is not going to be right. There will be some decisions which may be wrong. As far as you don't make a decision, that's going to haunt you all your life. It should never come to haunt you. A wrong decision can be corrected sometime or let go of it. But if you make a decision that's going to haunt you every day that you're alive, that's a bad decision. Don't do that. Consciously don't do that. Think before you take a decision, whether it's right or wrong is okay, but don't make a decision that's going to haunt you. So giving for an example, it may be like a drug abuse. It can be getting into an alcoholism. It could be choosing somebody who's not right for you at that point. So these are a few things which will haunt you for your life because you don't know how to take a step after that. So that is very, very important. Don't get into peer pressure. Don't get into society pressure and take certain decisions. It's not important. If you feel that job is not right for you, I will not be happy there, I don't want to join a job just for making money, then start investing in your skills. Invest in such a way that you will be easier to get something what you want. Sorry, my throat's going dry now.
Bless you.
Thank you. Yes,
Hey,
Irina.
Jyothi, so today I've just got many ideas from you, and I'm really inspired from your speech. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
a
you
lot.
so
Your
much.
answers
It's my
are really
pleasure.
so valuable.
Thank you so much. I had a fantastic time. So thank you to all of you out there. I hope I made sense to a lot of you. Irene has my email ID and my number. If any of you want to connect with me on one-to-one, more than happy. All of you are welcome to India. If you've not been there, once the COVID situation changes, I would be more than happy to take you around and kind of guide you what you could do. India is beautiful. There are many places that you can see. I think you would at least need about 45 days to see everything in India. And I'm not joking.
Wow.
Yes, you have the Kashmir, the mountains out there, you have the beaches, you have the deserts, you have the safaris, you have the culture, you have the whole lots of them there. I myself have not even seen, I would say 25% of it.
Thank you a lot for your presence, your invitation to India. We will surely make it. I will surely make it.
Yes, I'm waiting for that. So thank you so much for having me here. With your permission, I would like to take off if it's okay. Thank you guys. I had a fantastic, I kind of went back to my youth days. It's nice. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to be there. It was lovely to meet you up all there. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Irene.
So I would like to just shortly make some closing remarks.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, and I would like to thank all of the speakers today, all of the people who are patient to be here and listen to us, and the ones who put questions as well. I'm very thankful. And I would like to invite you to our next event, to our next conference that will take place next month. You are all invited to come up also with new topics as Veronica did, because I think we should take the topics of what is very actual in our life, what is very important for us and interesting to us. So I'm waiting for your ideas and for you to be present for our next sessions. Yeah, I'm very thankful. And I wish you to have a wonderful evening or afternoon, wonderful weekend, and just enjoy yourself and love yourself.
Yes. Thank you. Good day to all of you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you. Catch you later.
Bye, Nadia. Nadia. Oh, where's Nadia? Hello?